Somewhere along the way, a lot of people started believing that self-love means waking up every day feeling confident, motivated, completely put together. Like you're just out here crushing life with perfect hair, zero doubts, and everything finally figured out. Yeah, that's not real life. And if you've ever felt like you're falling behind because you don't feel that way, you're not the problem. The expectation is. Most people aren't walking around celebrating themselves. They're doing the opposite. They're replaying what went wrong, picking apart their mistakes, downplaying their wins like they don't count. They hit milestones, and instead of feeling proud, they say, "Yeah, but I should be further along by now." Sound familiar? Here's the part that hits different. At some point, if you actually slow down long enough, you start to see it. Everything you've made it through, the hard seasons, the moments you didn't think you'd recover from, the days you kept showing up when quitting would have been easier. And it kind of stops you in your tracks, because you realize something most people don't let themselves feel. I've come a long way. I just never gave myself credit for it. And that's the trap. Not that you're not growing, it's that you're not recognizing your growth. I started shifting this in a really simple way. I began celebrating the small stuff. Not in a fake, over-the-top, everything is amazing kind of way, but in a real, grounded, honest way. Like, hey, that was actually progress. Because progress doesn't always look big and obvious. Sometimes it looks like handling stress a little better than you used to, choosing patience when you would have reacted, getting through a tough day without completely shutting down. That counts. All of it counts. And something changes when you start noticing those moments. You stop feeling like you're constantly behind. You stop chasing this impossible version of perfect. And life, it starts to feel a little lighter. Here's what I've learned. Giving yourself credit doesn't make you arrogant. It makes you consistent. It keeps you going. Because when you actually see your progress, you build momentum instead of burnout. And self-love? It's not some finish line you cross one day. It's not, "I'll finally like myself when everything is together." It's a daily habit. Some days you're great at it. Other days, yeah, you're a work in progress. If we're being honest, most days are somewhere in the middle. But maybe self-love just looks like this. Talking to yourself the way you would talk to someone you care about. With patience, with honesty, and with a little bit of grace when things get messy. Being proud of how far you've come. Even if you're not where you want to be yet. Because that's the point. You don't have to have everything figured out to be proud of yourself today. If you showed up, if you tried, if you kept going when it wasn't easy, that counts more than you think. And maybe it's already something worth being proud of. If this message hit home for you, do me a favor. Hit that like button and share this with someone who might need to hear it today. And if you're working on becoming a stronger, more positive version of yourself, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We post daily videos all about mindset, growth, and real-life motivation to help you keep moving forward. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one.